Whoa, you must be eating a lot of eggs. Yes?
Show me. Yeah, look at that, huh? Very cool.
Ready.
So, Sia, we're back at Six Packs. We have our good buddy Keith Williams. Just flew in yesterday. Keith, good to see you again, man. I can't believe it's been a year. A year already. How time flies when you get older, huh? That's crazy.
Welcome back, guys. Yeah, we're here again, having Big Keith, and excited to see him how he looks. It's Saturday, Cal.
Already,
man.
man.
It's a big show, and a lot of good guys are coming down here.
Very exciting.
So it's going to be very exciting. Yes.
Very exciting. So obviously, you know, you just flew in yesterday with all kinds of tribulation, Keith.
Woo! Yeah, flight delays and everything else, and you know it's tough because we just got back from New York a week before that. So you know, flying from East Coast to West Coast, that's the way we're looking at it right now. So, but we're excited to be back in California. You know, I mean, I'm from here again, and you know, it's exciting to be back at the show. Better and bigger lineup, so more competition, so it should be a great time.
And he still got the smile on his face, man. He made it everything. You gotta love this guy, man. That's awesome. You brought the whole family today. That's great.
You got the wife and
hi,
the daughter.
guys. Thanks for coming.
Out to California. Can you say hi?
Hi, sweetie. Yeah, how she poses. There you go. That's how she says hi.
Exactly. That's how she says
We
hi.
know her dad is.
Her father's child.
So we're just gonna do a little bit of, pump up today,
Yeah,
just kind of get some
pump
blood
up,
in there.
Get some blood in the muscles a little bit, you know, and
Awesome.
you know, get some more, a little bit more, squeeze a little bit more water out, and then get rocking and rolling. I haven't had any carbs since last Sunday, so you know, we start filling back up this morning, so I'm feeling good, and things sitting around about 263, 264 right now, so it's about time to start filling up and limit the water today, and then get ready for Saturday.
All right, Big Keith. Thanks for having us, man.
Not a problem.
Right.
Not that flexible.
Go for it.
I still love this gym. I always love this gym.
I know. It's
place.
great.
Like, there's like no place in Kansas. They got like nice gyms, but there's no hardcore gyms, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing. It's like, I just love this gym. It's like. How's business been? Good?
Great. Good. It's been great.
We get to see him at Golds a little bit here and there, which I like, because I miss him if he doesn't show up and show
Yeah.
his face.
You go over there work out now?
Yeah, it goes for motivation. Big Dave.
We love to have Sia. It's always a good day when we see him.
Thank you. Because I'm here from 6 in the morning
Yeah.
till 9. I get fried too.
I know.
I gotta get out.
Plus, as much as you like your place, it's still work.
Yeah.
You know, if you train in
I always
it,
tell
it's
people
like-
when I have my own gym, I have like 3 different memberships because when you go and you work at your place, you always get disturbed.
That's right.
You know, so when you go away, it's like being
Getting a
away,
break.
nobody can bother
Yeah.
you and ask to talk to you about memberships or anything. It's like
Yeah. That's right.
sometimes you just need to be away.
Yep.
One thing it is, sometimes you put yourself in check too, you know. Sometimes you get big-headed, you lift weight here and you think, oh man, strong. You go to Gold Team and say, okay, I gotta go back to work. I gotta go back.
And going there is crazy because it's so motivational because there's almost so much stuff going around. It's like, I tell people, I said, if you've never been there, it's different because the atmosphere of it all.
That's what it
Especially
is.
somebody like you, you're in a gym, but you go there, you're like, okay. Gets a little bit more competitive. You're like,
Exactly.
Exactly.
Shoulder look insane.
Yeah, because he's just like Rami and him is just like it's just unreal kind of muscle. I mean,
we're talking about Rolly Winkler after the Needle Pro now, so baffled.
Yeah.
I got you again. Yeah.
This guy was trying to talk to her about on a treadmill, and I go, dude, you know she's been in the gym since she was like a newborn?
Like she's gonna hurt herself.
If she doesn't work out, I'd be really surprised. I'm really surprised.
I used to lift with her in my arms.
That's awesome.
Little monkey.
Stop, that's stop.
You gonna spot me? You head to the beach. Good, I'm doing this little workout, get my carbs pumped in me. Felt good. I'm like, man. After a while, you forget about them, forget to even have them. Like,
that's right.
I sent George, I'm like, so what's playing? It's like, no carbs. And then they sent me a message this morning. It's like, 42 ounces of water today, and I'm like, okay. Let me mentally prepare myself for this. Seriously.
You can see you getting more vascular every set.
You know, and like I said, as long as I come in better than New York, it's like one of those things where it's good because you weren't that behind. You just messed up some things, so it's like it was just good to fix them and be done with it.
Right, you're in constant learning.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
going on?
You know, and here's the thing.
It's a never land.
I haven't been in the sport that long, so I still haven't figured out my body, and I can say that.
Yeah. Even running, I think, wish he had a little more muscle.
Yeah.
It's a never land.
We all wish we had a little bit more money. But like a good friend of mine, George says, he goes, you're a baby in this sport, and we're just now figuring out your body. Yeah, and I'm just now figuring out my body because, again, you know, I've only been doing this for 7 years, and most of the guys I know been doing this for a lot longer. And I'm a football, track guy. So trying to take this athletic, aesthetic, pleasing athletic body to a bodybuilder's body, there's gonna be some time. And like George said, in a year time, he goes, you won't even understand the difference. And his philosophy is like you were saying, somebody said, he goes, when you guys get older, you can't lift as heavy. He goes, just lift smarter to put on muscle. And that's just his philosophy. And I was like, okay.
Seems like working.
Yeah, you know, he's like, all these guys think they got you can lift all this heavy weights. He goes, when we get older, our bodies just don't react like that. You know, I felt bad last week. These guys like called me an OG. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, OG? I'm like, I've only been competing for 4 years. You're talking about these other dudes over here. Like, you say that to Dexter, Tony. Shit, even Kevin's OG. What is Kevin's 50?
51.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
you know.
All right, guys, we're at Six Packs Gym today with our good friend Sia. He's nice enough to call me, say, hey, Big Keith's coming over, man. Let's get some footage. So I love that. He always giving me a heads up when the champions are coming, so it's great to have you here. Since I have you both here, you guys, I want to get your take on the 2016 Olympic return of Kevin Levrone. So, Sia, I'm going to start with you, man. I'm going to take the champ after. So, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, I was a teenager and looking at Kevin's picture, and it was in every single gym back home. I think it's very exciting. It's good for the sport. You know, he's coming back. It doesn't matter if he plays, you know, even at top or even, it doesn't matter. It's Kevin Levrone. He's already a legend. He's not coming back, I think, for placing. He's coming back just to bring some excitement, and I think it's great.
And the fans are excited. Keith, tell me what you think about that.
I think it's great. You know, I think Kevin coming back. You know, Kevin was one of those guys who could take off 3 or 4 months and just look at weights and grow. You know, and I know some we have some affiliates, some sponsors of the same, and are affiliated with some of the same people, and they said that he's just looking unreal. So I think with the whole Kai Green and Phil thing going on, and throwing now Kevin in the mix, and knowing that Kevin can be competitive at any time, and like you said, he took a body scan, everything's healthy. You know, the one thing would just be interesting to see how his legs come up. His upper body, you know, have always been crazy. Nobody's seen his legs yet. But I think that, you know, with him in the mix, and I think he could easily be in that top 10, and, you know, not saying he can win it, but be in that top 10 somewhere in the mix, or maybe even top 5, and give these guys a run for their money, and show them how they used to do back in the day.
I can't wait for September, you guys.
Oh yeah,
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom. I guess we just wrapped up a little bit of blood pumping. We 48 hours before the Cal with Big Keith at Sia's Six Packs Gym. Was nice enough to have you back. I was back over here. So, Big Keith, you just came from New York. Plane was delayed yesterday. All that stuff, and you're still in a good mood, smiling, ready to rock and roll in Cali. Talk to me about New York. Talk to me about what's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, you know, New York. It was my first time working with George Farah. You know, for my show, we had about a 6 or 7 week get to know prep type of deal. Things were not as we wanted them. I wasn't as crisp. It felt a little smooth. Was a little flat. So we just went back home and hit the gym. Literally as soon as I got off the plane on Sunday from New York, went back to the gym, hit the legs, depleted for 4 or 5 days, and to get ready for California. Now I'm filled up great. I feel good. I'm always smiling because I'm just blessed every day just to be able to do what I do, because not a lot of people get have opportunity to travel and can do what they love to do as a passion. So I just feel blessed in that.
And you always have your family with you. Just saying that off camera. It's great that your family is always included in everything you do. They're always with you. Your daughter, your wife's with you today. So it's nice. It's a family affair.
Yeah, I love my family and my wife and my daughter and my son, who can't be here because he's a superstar athlete playing basketball and baseball at the same time.
Okay, then.
So he's mad that he can't be here, but it's a family affair, and so many more people respect me. I think the best message I got yesterday was from Peter McGuff saying, you're a winner just because your family's with you, and that should be matter more than anything that you do on stage.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. That's how I basically connected with him, because he's a family man. He's a great guy, a great bodybuilder at the same time. It's just works well. Every time he's in town, I ask him to come down. And thank you, Dave and Muscle Insider, for shooting him. It's amazing.
Always, man. We have a. If you come back to the Cal, man, we have a yearly rendezvous, Keith, man. This is it, man. This is tradition now, second year, and it's great to see your progress from year to year and stuff. So, talk to me a little bit more about George. It's the first time you and him have worked together.
Yeah, me and George were hooked up in November in Miami at Nationals. And
okay.
I had contemplated for a long time, because I've been with another trainer for a while, and my loyalties lie deep. But everybody needs to change every now and then, and I thought this is a change that I needed.
Okay.
And I seen George on last week in New York, and he says, "Give me another year, and you're going to see unbelievable results." His philosophy and everything that that he stood by is something that's new to me, and I'm taking in, and I'm learning, and my body's already changing, so I'm excited about that. And I'm just happy that, with the guy as busy as him and all the athletes that he has in Olympia and that compete period, that he would take on somebody such as myself and give me the opportunity to represent
It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
It's nice to have to be wanted by
especially when he comes up to me and asks me, and so if I ask Dexter and I've asked other people, I go, what do you guys think about George? And Dexter's first word goes, "I haven't lost since I've been with George." So what does that tell you? So
But talk about his philosophy, because you were saying a little bit off camera. What as he's helping a lot of guys that now are competing well into their 40s and early 50s. What's his philosophy, George?
His philosophy is simple. It's stimulate the muscle, not annihilate the muscle. It's keep the diet simple, keep it clean, keep it easy. It's something that it's just been different for me because the diet preps that I've had before were a little bit more complicated, but it's pretty simple. It's pretty complex. That's the only reason how I could describe it as simple with everything he does. It's just, this is what we're doing, that's the plan, that's it. Send me pics, we'll change it or whatever, but it's a pretty simple thing. But he has a great understanding of people's bodies and what he's doing. And, like I said, you don't send as many guys to Olympia as he does and have the clientele resume that he does, success that he does for no reason. So obviously now he has me and Steve on his team as well.
He's helping Kukulo as well. Okay.
Yeah, so he has me and Steve at this show. So this is great. And last week he had me, Steve, and Dexter. So
wow,
his resume just keeps adding. And so I'm looking forward to what the future brings for me, because I've seen what he's done with Dexter in the last couple years, and that's just amazing. Because every time we all know, every time we look at Dexter, we wonder how he stopped the hands of time. And he has. So I'm just trying to stop the hands of time because I'm young in this sport at the age of 42, just to get some of the things he get. I said, I just want some of the water that Dexter drinks. That's all.
All I can say is that I can't wait to meet you here next year again to see those progress. That'll be great.
It's pretty motivating to see him. That proves that age is a number. When he poses, his skin's so tight, and it's just motivating to all of us.
That's right.
We just can keep going and get better, with consistency and just believing in yourself.
Very true.
Every year, he's coming back strong with a good attitude, good mental attitude, and it's just motivating. I love to have him around here.
Yeah. Keith, lastly, you get a new sponsor?
Yeah. I got a few new sponsors out there. Gia Fit and Gia Lab, they have a product called Vessel Factor out there. That's my pre-workout that I take. So I'd like to give them a big shout out. CJ Suits for making my suits for me. She's always on top of my suits. Lawrence Nutrition in Lawrence, Kansas. Anything I ever need, Aaron and his mom is always there to provide for me. They'll ship it to me, anything I need. Wellness, Fitness Nutrition out in Florida. Those guys out there with my supplements out there as well. They take care of me, Dr. Rodriguez and those guys out there. So I want to give a big shout out to all of them. And then to my family and friends. And this is going to be awesome for me because I have a lot of family members that haven't even seen me compete in anything since the Olympics in '96.
Wow.
So they're all coming. So I can tell you probably at least 50 deep coming to see me compete. So this is going to be a great affair for me, and I'm back home. So, as I say, I'm coming home, and I'm here and ready to rock and roll.
It's great to have you, Keith, man. Best of luck this weekend. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.